just friends, lovers no more, just friends, but not like before. To think of what we've been and not to kiss again seems like pretending it isn't the ending. Two friends drifting apart, two friends and one broken heart. We loved, we laughed, we cried, and suddenly love died. The story ends as we're just friends, just friends, lovers no more, just friends, but not like before. To think of what we've been and not to kiss again seems like pretending it isn't the ending. Two friends drifting apart, two friends, but only one broken heart. We loved, we laughed, we cried, and suddenly love died. The story ends as we are just friends. Lovers no more, just friends, but not like before. To think of what we've been, well, and not to kiss again seems like pretending it isn't the ending. Drifting apart, two friends and one broken heart. We loved, we laughed, we cried, and suddenly love died. best friend. Thank you very much. I took a trip on a train, and I thought about you. I passed a shadowy lane, and I thought about you. 2 or 3 cars parked under the stars, a winding stream, moon shining down on some little town, and with each beam came the same old dream. But every stop that we made, I thought about you. But when I pulled down the shade, well, then I really felt blue. I peeked through the crack and looked down the track, the one going back to you. And what did I do? I thought about you. about you. But when I pulled down that shade, well, yes, I really felt blue. I peeked through the crack and looked down the track, the one going back to you. And what did I do? And what did I do? What did I do? I thought about you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you very much. Garola and Kevin Canner. Thank you very much.
get your collar pressed. Time to get yourself all dressed. Time to get your shiny dance shoes on, 'cause everybody's jumping at JAX. All the kids are coming down just to dig the swinging sound. You can hear the band from miles away, 'cause everybody's jumping at JAX. Here's a little well-known secret, sure as there's the sky above.
Nothing could be any sweeter
than dancing with the one you love. When life is like a sour note, here's a happy antidote. Come to where the party never ends, 'cause everybody's jumping at JAX.
comedic, wonderful personality, Dave Toll. Dave Toll. Papa Lyman Madeiros over there on the upright bass. Bill Cantos on the piano, vocals, and improvisational lyric writing. Right on the spot, correct? Over here is the leader of the band, but before that, so because I probably won't be up here to do it, I want to do it. That's Leslie Page over there in the corner. She's going to be singing here. And of course, Tony Guerrero. Tony Guerrero, thank you very much. This is Songs and Stories.
Terence Love.
Thank you so much. Thank you for being here. I'm going to make a quick request to Golden. If you don't mind, give me a little bit more piano up front and a little more of this microphone up front and a little bit more of my horn up front. And the saxophone player needs a little bit more of himself. See, folks, we do a sound check before you get here, but then when you come in, it changes how it sounds for us. So, and Mark is leaving for the night. Thank you for being here tonight. This is a fun night for me because I get to play with some of my favorite musicians, and of course, Mark Vischer also. And a great, I just thought one day, we did this years ago at Steamers actually, where I thought it'd be fun to get these two amazing songwriters together and come together and hear each of their original songs and throw in some of my original songs. And so that's what we're doing tonight. We're just, other than that tune that we open with just to kind of warm up, these are all going to be original songs of ours that we're going to tell you a little bit about the tunes themselves. And by the way, guys, we're going to start with this one. And we will, just tell you about the song and maybe where it came from and kind of go around the bandstand like that. Now, just to let you know, tonight's not a competition, but if at the end of the night you feel I deserve an award, monetarily or statuary, that's not the right.
If you have them sitting
I
on the
won't stop
dashboard of
you.
your
It's
car
all-
and you want to just
That's all I'm saying. I won't stop you from pronouncing me the songwriting winner tonight, but that's not the point of the night. By the way, the screen up there does say Tony Guerrero's Songs and Sorries, which is not too far from, there should probably be a lot of sorries tonight. Soirees?
And
Songs
soirees.
and soirees.
better than swords. Yeah.
So we're going to start with a song of mine that it's not that old. It's only a couple years old. And the reason I thought it'd be a good one to start with is, by the way, I can't sing, so I've had to ask, thank you. I've had to ask Bill Cantos and Dave Tull and my friend Leslie to sing some of my songs because I can't sing them for you. And this first song is one that Bill's going to sing, but by way of introduction for this song, it has a title I can't pronounce, but it seemed like the appropriate title. I'm going to just try it, but it's going to be bad. Canção Roubados, which is Portuguese, if it's said correctly. And what that means is stolen song. And the reason I call it that is I actually have, I went through a phase a while ago, and I still kind of find myself there where if I find myself doing a lot of standards on gigs, like old jazz standards, I think, well, why not just write something in that style, and that way I could be playing a song of mine instead. And so I occasionally will find a classic tune that I love and then just sort of steal that vibe or that basic feel of that tune. And so this one may sound very familiar to you, probably because it's so closely related to a lot of the songs that came out in the 1960s in the bossa nova movement. But this is my own interpretation of that style, and I call it Stolen Song because it really is kind of a stolen thing. And so the lyric, when I decided to put lyrics to it, it's all about stealing a song, and Bill's going to sing that for you after we play the melody one time. And there you go.
Proud of you.
Thank you. Sorry.
Go get them.
Sorry.
Sorry.
Story number one.
Sorry.
Songs and sorries.
What? They fixed it already. Yeah. Oh, they did.
Oh, there they go.
I captured it though.
One, two, 1, 2, 1, 2.
I stole a note, I took a beat, borrowed a rhythm, copied a key, a melody that I could steal, to make a song, to write a lyric, and then with them I want to sing and say exactly how I feel. Every note is meant to tell you how I love you. And I hope you'll sing it back to me in perfect harmony. Just sing along, don't worry if we miss the ending. We'll simply take it from the top, our stolen song. Took a beat, borrowed a rhythm, copied a key, a melody that I could steal to make a song, to write a lyric, and then with them I want to sing and say exactly how I feel. Every note is meant to tell you how I love you, and I hope you'll sing it back to me in perfect harmony. Just sing along, don't worry if we miss the ending. We'll simply take it from the top, our stolen song. We'll simply take it from the top, our stolen song. We'll simply take it from the top, our stolen song.
Thank you very much. Golden, I could use more of him in the monitor too. I'm hearing a little bit more house on Bill's voice. Since Bill just sang one, we're going to move right over to Dave Tull to introduce one of his songs and perform that for you. Ladies and gentlemen, on the drums and the vocalizing, that is Mr. Dave Tull.
Thank you. I'm going to write a song about a mic that keeps sinking while you sing. I'm gonna start off just because it seems like it's reflective of the way we're doing this evening, which is really fun. And the first thing I'm gonna do is lower this there. That way the huge crowd that's gonna come in here will be able to see. Anyway, this is a tune that was off my Texting and Driving album, and it's just a lighthearted tune, but it does sort of express a little bit about the way I approach the world, and I think some of the other people on this stage as well. And it's called Fly by the Seat of My Pants. And with that said, I'm going to bark a quick rehearsal to the band. So we'll do it through. Solos are in the beat.
Talk amongst yourselves, please.
The other ending that goes on and goes up a half step is only for the head out after Bill takes the chorus.
Shockingly, we did not rehearse.
Okay, cool. And you can ignore, there's a counter line written in the head out. You can ignore that if you want. It's kind of how many solos? Oh, just do one. We got a lot of tunes. Okay. So you give it to us, Bill. So here we go. This starts off with you. I'm going to give you 5 beats. 1, 2.
Dave Tall. I have to say that Bill and Dave are just two of my favorite lyricists around, and so I always enjoy hearing their songs, especially in this kind of setting where I get to sit on stage and not do anything as I'm just sitting here enjoying my drink. Bill Cantos, what you got for us?
Well, I'm going to pass this out here to you. You guys,
Bill's going to pass out, folks. Okay. Bill and I have known each other since 1988. Is that right?
He had just done his first record and was playing at the Cafe Lido. We were just talking about Friday nights at the Cafe Lido in and I just moved up to LA. It was a long time ago. But the traffic still sucked, oddly enough.
Yeah.
Some things never change. So
And,
this
and
is
the gigs paid the same.
That's yes. They went up and then they no. This is a tune off of my Love Wins record, and it's called Avenue 18. Boiled down thing. I wrote this melody, I think, when I was in college, and it was sort of based on Lazy Bird, Tad Dameron. I think Lady Bird is his tune. And just sort of inspired by that. And it was called Lemonade Lucy because I was such a total nerd that only I would name a tune after the wife of Rutherford B. Hayes, who I think is like our 18th president or something. And she was the only first lady who didn't serve alcohol at the White House, hence she had the nickname Lemonade Lucy, and that's somehow that felt like a hip thing to name a jazz tune. So fast forward many years, and I'm putting together the record, and I was looking at old tunes, and I didn't really feel like writing a lyric about the wife of Rutherford B. Hayes. And
Missed opportunity there.
Exactly. But it actually became a tune about the time in my life when I wrote the song. Because in those days, it was just, you wrote tunes and you had jam sessions, and my mom, you know, God bless her, like cooked for the rehearsals, and that was why they always wanted to have jam sessions at my house, I realize in retrospect. And it's just a song about how nice it is to get to make music with your friends. So it is called Avenue 18, and let's have the two you guys do the solos. They're our lovely horn players. And so you guys, I know. And I'm really going to hang you out to dry because I go 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, and then you play your figure. All right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. Well, take me back tonight, back to where the music made the world alright, where we could play the blues until the dawn. Even then we could carry on. What a lovely scene. You gotta get me to Avenue 18. Yeah, take me back in time, somewhere far away when I didn't need a dime, just a place to play those songs again, making music with all my friends. What a lovely scene. You gotta get me to Avenue 18, yeah. couldn't wait to go anywhere they let me play. Didn't matter when, didn't matter where. Oh, Blakey and Porter and Gershwin and Shorter and oh, such wonderful music. What a beautiful time it was. Oh yeah, take me back tonight, back to where the music made the world alright. We could play the blues until the dawn. Even then we could carry on. What a lovely scene. You're gonna get me to Avenue 18. Well, take me back in time. Yeah, somewhere far away when we didn't need a dime. Just a place to play those songs again. Making music with all my friends. What a lovely scene. You gotta get me to Avenue 18. You gotta get me to Avenue 18. You gotta get me to Avenue 18. Go on and get me to Avenue 18.
Bill Cantos, Avenue 18. I'm going to get all these confused. I would like to invite my friend Leslie Page up to the stage now. Leslie Page. Page to the stage, please. Page to the stage. And I'm sorry, Golden, I'm going to ask again if I could get more of this mic and Bill's mic. And then, so let's do October. All right, so we have to, because when I write songs with lyrics, I tend to lean towards more ballads, so I had to try to dig through my songs and find a few that weren't ballads for tonight. And, but because of that, I do have a couple ballads, so we're just going to jump in with the first ballad of the evening, and this is a song that I wrote just last year, actually. When I turned 50, for some reason, I gravitated towards this album by Frank Sinatra called September of My Years. Is that the name of the album? And he recorded that when he turned 50, and it's this beautiful collection of songs and lyrics that, you know, a guy going into his 50s can relate to. And I just love that album so much. So over the last couple of years, I've written a few songs that just sort of like go back to that little, that idea of reflecting on life and on loss and regrets and, you know, all those kinds of things that just depress us when we're sitting in a jazz club. So. And here we go. So this is a fairly new song. In fact, right now is the first time this has ever been performed, and I asked my dear friend Leslie Page to sing, to learn this and to sing it for you. And this is called When October Comes.
See how the leaves at the slightest of breezes tumble and fall to the ground. Now the shade that they offer has come to an end. It happens when October comes. Feel how the chill grows colder until you can't feel the heat of the sun. As the winter draws closer, all summer was fading and the autumn grew nearer. Now I'm alone with your memory only, dreaming of you in my arms. All the thoughts of you linger as the skies all turn to gray. It happens when October comes. Oh, I remember how we laughed through the year. The seasons would come and they would go. You were mine until that September when the laughs turned to tears. The summer was fading and the autumn grew nearer. Now I'm alone with your memory only, dreaming of you in my arms. All the thoughts of you linger as the skies all turn to gray. It happens to me every time the leaves begin to sway. It happens when October comes.
Leslie Page. She'll be back. You know who else is back? Dave Tull. It's time for one of his tunes now.
Let's do number 5.
Oh, number 5. That's a good one.
Yeah. We're gonna do. So some of my
I like this one.
some of my tunes. I have to keep moving this music stand. I like to write tunes based on personal experience, and one of the things that's really unique about being a musician is that, especially in jazz, is that you do when we're not having a pandemic, you travel around jazz parties and jazz festivals and just concerts, and there's
Wait. There's jazz parties? I've never been invited to a jazz. Have you?
this
ever?
is a jazz party right
Oh,
here.
Got it. Okay.
And there's the whole body of players that you really get to know in a unique way. It's really special. And it's a kind of a neat camaraderie. People you see every 18 months or whatever. And it's just, I was thinking about this one day. And so that's what I started with when I wrote this tune, and I hope you like it. So this, we have a vibrato in front. I'll count us in. It goes back between Latin and swing. Do you guys want to take a horn solo?
Do a sax solo.
Okay, so you can take a whole chorus if you want, Mark, and just throw down. And watch out, Bill, watch out for there's a little send-off section right before the solo section that because of the way I have the chart laid out, people sometimes miss it. It goes, so just pointing it out. We've been down this road before. Here it is. What a surprise, he and I should cross paths here. Former bandmates on our way to different planes. It's so wild to hear him call my name and to see that same old smile. I'm thinking, when did we last play? I guess it's been a while, though it seems like yesterday. 1, 2, 3. Hey man, what is up? I haven't seen you in forever. We start talking about the good times traveling with a singer back in '91. And how that trip to New York with the big band was so much fun. We're trading tales of the gigs we used to play together back in town. And we laugh about the time he drove me home when my car broke down. But while we stand here talking, in my mind there's a hurricane. I've got a secret that I'm trying to hide. I can't say what I'm thinking inside. Please tell me your name. I can't remember your name. I've got a beach ball spinning on the desktop in my brain. I'm going insane just trying to remember your name. Now I've got to play this awful guessing game till I remember your name. Let's see, Andrew, Albert, Ari, Eric? While we laugh and reminisce, I keep searching, but the bell never rings. I try to nonchalantly see if his name is somewhere on his things. But when he rattles off the names of my kids, the palpitations begin. I've called him dude 7 times, and now the panic is closing in. I think I'm saved when my wife walks up to say they're boarding our plane. But my troubles never seem to end. She says, introduce me to your friend. I still don't know your name. I just can't think of your name. So I just stammer and squirm while my heartburn feels just like a flame. All the images came to mind, but with no captions under the frame. Oh, I got to play this awful guessing game till I remember your name. How can my brain hand me 50 little facts about you, but with your name it's suddenly stalled? I know the color of your car from 1992. I just can't seem to remember. I can't remember what you were called. As we embrace, and I'm thinking that I'm finally gonna be home free. He says to call him on Tuesday, cause he's got a bunch of gigs for me. He says his number hasn't changed, but email works just as well. Then he tells me his address is just his name at AOL. I've kept up a good front, but now I see it was all in vain. I'm gonna drop down upon my knees. I got no choice but to say to him, please, please tell me your name. I'm breaking down 'cause I forgot your name. It's like I'm paper mache and my caught standing out in the rain. I'm ready to claim my spot in the Moron Hall of Fame. Try, the answer's always the same. I can't remember your name. What a nightmare this day became. I can't remember your name. You know that my pride I can never reclaim, so please just tell me your name. You know that I try, and I try, but I just can't remember your name. Oh, Tony Guerrero, that's it. I feel so stupid. Thank you.
Ladies and
Yeah,
gentlemen,
beautiful.
Dan Turrell on the drums and vocals. Don Trell. Don Troll. That's a good name right there. Don Troll. I like that. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to turn it back over to Mr. Bill Cantos right here.
Let's do Sensibility. Or, as I've been called on stage, Bill Conti. I've, on more than one occasion, they've been like, Bill Conti on the piano. And I wish I was Bill Conti because Bill Conti wrote Rocky and on a whole bunch of other stuff. This is a very new tune that we're recording. It's going to be on a new project I'm putting out very soon. And it's not a new tune, but it's a new recording. It's called Sensibility. And the musical inspiration was a little bit in the Burt Bacharach Wives. I was in Japan and I heard this crazy version. It wasn't that song, but it was like they sampled some live version of Dionne Warwick doing Wives and Lovers, and I was just thinking, what a cool groove that is. I got to do something with that, and that sat in the back of my mind. And then, if you know me, you know the people in my life. You know the people whom I may be married to, and you know that, anyway, this lyric, when you hear the lyric, if you know those people in my life or that person, it'll all make sense. This is called Sensibility. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. Let me say a word about my favorite subject, and that would be you, even if you think that I'm exaggerating. Believe me, it's true. If I had to make a list of all the reasons you got me undone, certainly I'd get into the triple digits. But let's start with one. You've got style. The way you walk into a room makes me smile. Indisputably unique and completely at home in your skin, which just pulls me in. Your eye for fashion is excellent, simple but elegant. You wear it confidently. You understand what it is you've got, who you are and who you're not. You know who you wanna be. I love your sensibility. You got the best sensibility. Can't get enough of what you do to me. Really do love, love your sensibility. Yeah, sensibility. Turning to another facet of the subject, the person inside, nothing artificial or aloof about you. A true bona fide, thoroughly incapable of being phony. Unsmitten with fame, telling all the emperors to put their clothes on. You don't play the game, that's your style. The way you call it like it is makes me smile. Always leading with your heart. You don't compromise what you're about, which just knocks me out. You don't chase trends, you don't imitate. Girl, you anticipate. Still to thyself you stay true. Timelessly classic and effortless. You kill me in a plain black dress. Promise you'll always be you. You're bracing like an autumn wind. Funny and feminine, whip smart and nobody's fool. Straight up and smooth with the slightest kick. You hit me like a ton of bricks. I'm caught in your warm kind of cool. I love your sensibility. You got the best sensibility. Can't get enough of what you do to me. I really do love, love, love your sensibility. Sensibility, sensibility, sensibility. All right.
Bill Cantos. I'm sorry, maybe you didn't hear me. Bill Cantos. You heard me fine. I would like to ask Dave Toll now to sing one of my songs. This is a song that, much like my first Stolen song, was sort of inspired by two other songs. One of them is a great Neil Hefti tune called Cute that was recorded by the Count Basie Band. And I just like that because it was a nice, simple melody that allowed a lot of breaks for the drummer to fill and do his thing. And surprisingly, there's not a lot of tunes that do that. And so I decided to write one. But then when I decided to add lyrics to it, I went to a song called, one of my favorite old tunes is a song called Deed I Do. And it's just one of the simplest lyrics. Bill, do you know the lyrics to that? Deed I Do?
Do I love you?
Oh my, do I?
Honey, did I do?
Honey, did I do? And then do I want you? It's
Right.
the same lyric. It's like a real simple lyric repeated a few times. And so I decided to do a lyric similar to that. And this is just a little tune of mine called Honey and Tea. And Dave Toll is going to sing it for the very first unrehearsed time.
Is there a vocal scat on this like there is a...
You can do whatever you want.
Okay, well, I'll take one.
Yeah.
I'll take one.
You already passed the test. Sorry.
Yeah, you guys might want to make sure you have all 4 pages in the right order.
Yeah, that's definitely.
I'm just glad he asked.
That's a veteran move right there to recognize that ahead of time. Yeah.
It was a test.
Bring that into
And he
my
passed.
students at Pasadena City College and see how many of them figure that out. Yeah, just go straight through.
All right.
I love it.
Here is Honey and Tea. Honey and Tea by me.
In that order. I better check mine.
1, 2, 1, 2, 3.
Me and you and me go together just like honey and tea. I love you, you love me. We're together, sweet as honey and tea. All my dreaming has come true. No more scheming. I've found a love that's true, and there's no doubt we will be happy ever. Just my baby and me. Ba-doo. Well, give it to Lyman. happy ever, just my baby and me. 'Cause you and me just are so sweet, like drinking honey and tea.
Dave Tull.
That's some wacky stuff.
Singing one of my tunes. Lyman Madeiros on the bass.
Yeah.
Dave, we're going to do one of your tunes now. But before we do that, I remembered a little story I was going to tell about Dave Tull, because years ago we did a gig together, and they had specifically requested. Now, I don't really sing, but I occasionally do this little Louis Armstrong thing that. Yeah. It's actually not very good if you compare it to the original, but I do it and it's funny and whatever. And we were doing this gig and they had specifically requested that we do "What a Wonderful World," and so we're doing that song and I'm singing it. And the whole gig had already gone pretty awful, but I'm singing that song and all of a sudden I hear behind me in another Louis Armstrong voice the harmonies. And so Dave had started singing harmonies as Louis Armstrong. And so we had two Louis Armstrongs going on this song, and it was a beautiful moment.
Early overdubbing.
Right.
Yeah.
One of my fondest musical memories.
Like those Donald Fagen records where it's like 5 Donald Fagens, and you got 5 Louis Armstrongs
Right.
singing a +9 chord.
What are we going to do, Dave?
Let's do the texting song. It's 22A.
Oh.
Make sure it says 22A, not 22B. Yeah. All right, we're going to do... Ooh, I can lower this now because I know the lyric to my own tune, theoretically. This is the title track of my second CD, which is... The CD's called Texting and Driving. And this tune is called The Texting Song. And I don't think I need to do too much introducing because it's about exactly what you imagine. But I was just trying to poke a little fun at our culture and how we can't seem to get our eyes off of our devices. And I can tell you, I wrote this tune about 5 or 6 years ago, and it's only gotten worse since then. So as a public service message, my tune seems to be a flat failure. But I did have a friend who said that I should get this to like the highway department and have them make a commercial out of it. So if anybody out there works for the highway department and wants to take that up, let me know. Anyway, here's The Texting Song. Solos can be whatever, Tony.
I'm sorry, I was texting.
Yeah. So if you guys want to blow on it, that's fine. It's AABA. I'll scat a half a chorus and take the thing out at the end. So whatever solos happen before that, you guys can talk amongst yourselves about that.
All right.
Yeah, the scat solo will be last, and it starts off with you for those 12 bars.
That's all it takes.
There's a lot of lyrics here, so buckle your seatbelt. Oh, and also, just so you know, there's a full chorus of thing, and then there's a full chorus of vocal leads for me before we go into solo, so don't be...
I'm just listening on this one. So.
Yeah.
Don't look at me.
Here we go. 1, 2, 1, 2, 2. That's 22B. What? Did everybody in the room hear me say 22A? Did everybody? Okay, I just want to make sure. Figure we might as well just stop that right now.
Now, to be fair, this other 22 doesn't have an A on it.
Oh, okay. So 22 with a letter.
And this B is kind of scribbled, so...
No. I just...
Not going to throw that one on me.
So hopefully... But the belonging is... Okay, let's try that again.
Texting, take 2.
1, 2, 1, 2, 3. That's what I'm talking about. I started texting and forgot that I was steering. I jumped the curb before I noticed I was veering. But I'm due to tweet and I got something to say. So if you're crossing the street, you best get out of the way. No need to stand there looking so perplexed. I just gotta send a text. If I was looking, I would see your eyes are rolling, but you should know this isn't something I'm controlling. When I hear that tone, the knee-jerk action is clean. My hands reach for the phone, my eyes jump to the screen. Every muscle action is reflexed. I just gotta send a text. I'm driving 50 miles per hour, looking down at my hands, trying to reply to something somebody said. I guess I ran the wrong direction through a one-way intersection, but how was I supposed to know the light was red? I know I ought to pay attention to my driving, but another instant message is arriving. When my iPhone beckons, I just gotta reply. I can't wait 10 seconds, though I'll probably die in the auto wreck that happens next. I just gotta send a text. I just can't imagine doing anything at all without a phone in my hand. How could anybody try to deal with something so completely absurd? Cause every single second of the day I live in wild anticipation of my ultra cool ringtone. It's 7 random bars of music from my favorite band, always loud and distorted. And how could I go on if I could never post another shot of food that I was just about to consume? For I believe my 7 followers on Instagram would like to see a photo of my every meal. Cause everybody wants to know what's going on with me in my radical life. You seem annoyed that throughout our conversation I've been texting and I've done a little Skyping. It may seem rude of me to text while you talk, but it's okay because I'm listening to you even as I'm typing. And now they're telling me that every time I drive and use my phone, I have to use a hands-free device. I tried a few, but none of them worked. In fact, there wasn't even one that drove the car at all. So as I message in, the car is driving right off the road, and now a cop is in my face and yelling, "Buddy, what's the matter with you?" I'm driving 50 miles per hour, looking down at my hands, trying to reply to something somebody said. I guess I ran the wrong direction through a one-way intersection, but how was I supposed to know the light was red? I know I ought to pay attention to my driving, but another instant message is arriving. When my iPhone beckons, I just gotta reply. I can't wait 10 seconds, though I'll probably die in the auto wreck that happens next. I just gotta send a text. I just gotta send a text, that's all. Excuse me, let me just... I just gotta send a text! Thank you.
Dave Toll. And now, once again, we turn it over to Mr. Bill Cantos and the Cantettes.
So I could do, what, do you want something up?
You can do whatever you want. Let's do that. Let's do that. Yeah.
Okay, so now we're actually going to do a tune that was written by Tony and myself and Mary Falcone. Tony is a melody machine. Tony like pumps out these songs. There's a whole thing on Spotify I've discovered that are all these great standards that he's written, and it's I guess on your website too, and there's like all this music on your website that you can like go home and do all these songs in your living room right now, today,
Oh yeah, I give
tonight.
all the music away for free because nobody will buy it. So
Well-
you can just take it. You can go to my website and download songs and charts and.
But the beauty part is that you know, maybe could just spend a few weeks putting together a particular recording of something and getting it just right, and then sell it to some TV producer who will put it on at like this much volume, and then and give you $200 to use it in a scene on a show.
Oh,
But
I only hope so, Bill.
I know. This has become the dream, but I digress. So this is a song that he sent a melody, and Mary and I wrote a lyric to it. And the idea of the song, well, my inspiration, it just felt like a kind of a black coffee kind of a vibe. So that's what we're going to do musically, and it's called "My Whole World." 1, 2, 3, 4. My whole world these days is a window with a simple view, and just a street light and the dream of you, filling up the endless space from dusk till dawn. Perhaps a car goes by, but that's only every hour or two. Just like love, it's only passing through, fading out till every trace is gone. Pass the time with my coffee cup, I drink it down, fill it right back up, and I ask the walls to tell me how I could ever let you leave me now. Here I am, getting lost inside a hazy grave. No one here to wipe the gloom away. Each day sadder than before, till you come back and make my whole world right time with my coffee cup. Drink it down and I fill it right back up. And then I ask the walls to tell me now how I could ever let you leave me. Now here I am, getting lost inside a hazy gray. No one here to wipe the gloom away. Each day sadder than before, till you come back and make my whole world right once
Bill Cantos. Come on up, Leslie. Listen, folks, I just looked at the time, and by my estimation, we have like 9 songs left, and not enough time to do them. But I'm just gonna go. I'm just gonna go over, and we're gonna do all 9. Is that all right with you? Okay, so we're gonna do a song now that I wrote called "You're So Cute." And I wrote it for Mark.
Oh, come on. So happy.
And, oh, okay, I got that, Tim. We'll have to talk about that one, maybe. Yeah, we can do that, I think. So this is a song that I wrote, you'll hear what the lyric's about. It's basically just, you know, a girl choosing somebody who's way beneath her station.
Did you pick that specifically for me?
Yeah, maybe I did.
Knowing my history?
Maybe tonight, Leslie. Maybe tonight.
Fingers crossed.
Maybe there's somebody here tonight who's just not good enough for you.
There's gotta be someone out there.
Oh, Lord have mercy.
All right. Pick one of these tempos. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3.
You make a mess each time you eat. You do your dance with 2 left feet. There's not a suit that seems to fit you. And still I find that somehow I can't quit you. You say the wrong thing when you speak. You always act before you think. Can't think of one good reason why I should love you, except that you're so cute. before you look. You lose your queen to save your rook. And though they say the ocean's brimming, there's lots of fish, but I'm so tired of swimming. There's not a right thing that you do. You've not a nickel or a clue. Can't think of one good reason why I should love you, except that you're you're more than also. It's just that you're so cute.
Leslie Page. Leslie Page. Wait. Hey, Leslie, wait. Why don't you stay up and so you don't have to keep coming up. She's going to come up for the last tune also, but we're going to do one just me and her. That's another tune I wrote. I'm going to squeeze an extra tune in here because she's right here, and I just love getting to sing this with her. Or I don't sing it, but just to let you know, this song is one that I wrote back in 1994, I believe, and it literally just sat in a drawer full of unused songs for all those years until about 2 years ago or so when Leslie was over at my studio, and I just decided, the tune just came to mind, and I said, hey, let's just try this, and then she sang it, and honestly, I heard her voice, and I just thought that's why this song has been waiting all this time, because it was really made for her, so I'm going to play piano.
Sunday was cold, but you kept me warm, covered my face to hide from the storm, tripped in the mud as we caught the bus home. What a wonderful Sunday it was. I was a sight, soaked to the bone. You said I looked great as we rode home, carried me in as we entered the room. What a wonderful Sunday it was. You were the prince I kissed in my sleep. I was a child so full of my dreams, but sometimes the truth isn't quite what it seems. But it seemed last Sunday it was. Then you kissed me goodnight as I fell asleep. Now you're not here where you said you'd be. The note on the door said you had to leave. Seems this is not what you'd hoped it would be, but it seemed last Sunday it was.
last Sunday it was.
Leslie Page. All right. Dave Tull, you're up next.
All right, let's do number 11. No, it's 11, straight up 11.
Thanks, Thank you, Leslie. One more time.
Wow. What a great voice she has. Jeez, that's fantastic. Well, I'm going to lower this again.
The song wasn't bad either, Dave.
Nice tune. Nice little tune, Tony. It's a nice little thing, you know. I'm kind of known for writing songs that attempt humor, but I also like to write songs of all sorts. And after that last one ending so sadly, it looked so good for a second there, you know. So I decided to do this one. This is a nice, happy ditty. That's what I call it. And it's about a guy who meets somebody, and it takes him a couple times meeting her to finally fall in love, and it's called Henrietta. Solos can be whatever you guys want it to be. I mean, it's a long form, so, and we're dealing with time issues. Maybe somebody should take the first half, and I'll come in on the bridge.
Perfect.
So you guys figure out who wants to do that.
I'll tell you what. I'll take A, you take B, and then he'll come in on the bridge. Okay.
Instant rehearsal.
Done. We're going to nail this.
Here we go. One,
Some space.
two, 1, 2, 3. I didn't fall for Henrietta the first day I met her, making small talk for a while. Somehow her beauty, though plain to see, I was not perceiving. And only just as she was leaving did I notice something in her smile. But then one day I crossed paths again with Henrietta. I tipped my hat and got to see that smile again. And though we barely just said hello before we parted, this time around the fire started. Love hit me there and then. Her soft hello erased the pain of every tear I ever shed, repeating in my brain my new favorite melody. The thought of letting her walk away again, it filled my heart with dread. I spun round towards Henrietta and found her looking back at me. Now every day it's Henrietta, and I'm so glad the second time I got it right. I didn't see it at first glance, but fate gave me a second chance to meet Henrietta and fall in love at first sight. Go on. Her soft hello erased the pain of every tear I ever shed, repeating in my brain my new favorite melody. Well, the thought of letting her walk away again, it filled my heart with dread. I spun round towards Henrietta and found her looking back at me. Now every day it's Henrietta, and I'm so glad the second time I got it right. I didn't see it at first glance, but fate gave me a second chance to meet Henrietta. I got to meet Henrietta. Now every day I see Henrietta and fall in love at first sight.
That's Dave Tull right there.
Happy ending.
Thank you.
Everybody have a good time tonight? Because, you know, technically we could stop right now, but I'd like to get through a few more tunes. Okay, all right. It's up to you. No. I had these guys write all these songs just for tonight, so we might as well do them.
If it was to happen that another glass of water were to appear down here, that would be a magical thing for the drummer.
And a glass of wine for Lyman? Water for Dave? Wine for Lyman? I want to thank Lauren, who saw me look at my empty drink and brought me one. That was so great.
Well, if Lyman's having wine, then I'll have another beer instead.
Oh. Guys, we're going to be here all night.
It's really important for the bass player and the drummer have to both remain at the same level of inebriation. Otherwise, the band starts coming apart. So, yeah, whatever the beer was that I had or whatever you put in a glass.
Is this one of those jazz parties you were talking about? Yeah. Ladies and gentlemen, Bill Cantos.
So, and I'm really putting Lyman through the ringer because this is like a really bass, sort of intense kind of a song, but I'm just throwing it's like, here. Sometimes you have an idea for a song and it sticks in your head for like years and you never, like actually finish the song until way later. And literally, I had the opening lyrics of this song, I don't know, 5, 10 years, and I wasn't gonna write it for myself. And I didn't even know quite what I was gonna do with it or where that it was gonna go. But little by little, it just sort of came into focus. And when it was time to do the Love Wins record, it all just sort of like all came together. I don't know, it's like when you do the sculpture and you just like chip away everything that doesn't look like the thing that you're trying to do, I guess, and then you end up with something. But that opening lyric that stayed in my head for literally 5 or 10 years was, "You're my morning coffee, it's absolutely true. I get all caffeinated just looking at you." That's all I had for years. And, but eventually it turned into a whole song, and it goes like this. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, you're my morning coffee, it's absolutely true. I get all caffeinated just looking at you. Something in the way you say hello makes my engine go just like a cup of joe. Well, you're my cappuccino, a full-on triple shot. You send a shiver through my veins with what you've got. And even if I start out bleary-eyed, once you're by my side, my eyes just open wide. Yeah, they just open wide. Oh, when I need to pick me up, the thought of you just fills my cup, and it's uninterrupted bliss, imagining your kiss. So I'm sending out an SOS, without you I'm a mess. So yes, your love is my espresso. and I guess no one else would do. Yeah, just you. Well, you're my English breakfast, my lady Earl Grey. One word from you makes such a difference in my day. If we run out of coffee, can't you see that won't bother me? Just be my cup of tea. You are my cup of tea. Oh, and when I'm losing all my buzz and life gets crazy like it does, I call on you because I found it all turns around. Sometimes sending out an SOS. Without you I'm a mess. So yes, your love is my espresso, and I guess no one else will do. Oh, yeah. I gotta have my morning coffee. Yeah, 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 yeah. Oh, I gotta have my morning coffee. Oh, gotta have my morning coffee. And Tony, if I asked to trade with you, what would you play for me?
Bill Cantos. All right, guys, go to my book. We're going to do All I Thought of. Here's a song. Have we done any other songs in 3/4 tonight?
We have not.
Oh, here's the first 3/4 tune of the night.
Unless we dropped beats by mistake.
Here's the first on purpose 3/4
Exactly.
tune of the night. This, you know, back in right in the mid-century, when the golden age of travel was taking place. Relax, Mark Vischer. When there were a lot of songs that were about travel or about locations, like "Come Fly With Me" is an obvious one, but then there was all these songs like "A Foggy Day in London Town," "Arrivederci Roma," you could probably name a million others. "I Love Paris." All these songs that were about travel, because now people could start to experience intercontinental travel. And so I decided to write a song that was kind of like that, that would just sort of send you all over the world in a lyric. And so this is called All I Thought of Was You, and Bill Cantos has graciously agreed? I can't speak. Graciously agreed to learn this song and perform it for the first time right now.
He's making me do this for you. a chapter, watched the TV, took a cab into town, and walked through the zoo. But all I thought of was you. I went to London, went to Paris, went to Lisbon, bought a ticket and caught a plane to Peru. But all I thought of was you. I try as I might, I keep losing the fight. I just can't get you out of my mind. I plan out each minute, but my heart isn't in it. I'm counting each hour till I see you. Put my feet up, turn the sheets down, dimmed the lights and laid my head down to find what dreaming could do. But all I thought of was you. Chapter, watched the TV and took a cab into town and walked through the zoo. But all I thought of was you. Well, I went to London and I went to Paris and I went to Lisbon and I bought a ticket and caught a plane to Peru. Oh, but all I thought of was you. I try as I might, I keep losing the fight. I just can't get you out of my mind. I plan out each minute, but my heart isn't in it. I'm counting each hour till I see you. I put my feet up, turned the sheets down, dimmed the lights and laid my head down to find what dreaming could do. But all I thought of was you, yeah. All
Phil Cantos. I realized after that introduction that the song is way more about infatuation than it is about travel.
It's only about travel in that little.
It's just one verse.
It's really about like
Yeah.
unhealthy obsession.
Unhealthy obsession. That's what it
Yes.
is. Yeah. Dave Toll, what you got? Oh, his mic is off.
Let's do number one. We'll do the
Oh, okay.
Is your mic? Well, no. Let's close with that because that's a big one for you guys, right?
Yeah, but it's like a bossa nova ballad.
Oh, sorry.
It's
That's
a
not.
bossa nova ballad.
Maybe
Okay.
we'll do the moon thing. Let's do the moon thing. Let's do it. So it should be called It Was the Moon.
This was Dave and I did because Tony started this whole thing several years ago with a gig at Steamers where we kind of did something like what we're doing now, except. And then
It might be on the left side.
Dave and I, should I be introducing this? Is it there? Okay, cool. So then Dave just showed up to rehearsal with a medley, a mashup of a song I'd written and a song he'd written. And he wrote a song called It Was the Moon, and I'd written a song called Go Away Moon, and so now it's the Moon Medley. And he actually, like, I don't know, it's very cool. He came up with like a counterline and I made a way to make them work together. And I actually have, I think, another copy. Do you guys need another copy of this thing?
Does anybody out there have a copy of the music?
I've got one here.
You don't need horns on it, right? So we don't need one.
Okay.
Do you need?
For both,
Guys, 4 more tunes. 4 more tunes. Is that good?
Did you get it?
Okay.
Did you find it, Bill?
yeah.
You got it? Because I've got one here.
Oh, I'm good, but the rest of it. Like,
Oh.
Although if we don't get to a tune soon.
The whole medley is here.
yeah.
All 7.
Hey, by the way, I haven't even commented. Isn't it nice to be inside in a jazz club?
Yeah.
Like, listening to music?
I just want to say that on that last tune, I was reading along, I was reading the lyrics, and you have that line that says, took a cab into town. And as I was reading it, I read it as took a cabin to town. And I was trying to figure out, what does that mean? Took a cabin? It just seems so out there. Maybe you should,
My lyrics are deep, Dave
So
Toll.
the singer, I took a cabin.
If you don't get it,
It's like some euphemism for something. All right. So, so the way we'll do this is the part that was the moon just goes once down, and we go straight out to.
Right. And then we don't need
we're
to.
going to step off for this.
We don't even need to do a solo. We could just like play it, and then I'll do it, and you know what I mean. We'll just do one time at
I'll
H.
just come straight in.
Yeah.
All right. We're just working this out as we
Okay.
speak.
So no repeated H. Make a note, please. No
All right,
repeated
so
H. Okay, everybody. Those of you at home, straight through.
The first tune is It Was the Moon, and that's my tune, and then we go into Bill's tune, and then we mash them together. This is like a ballad. Can I have a G? Thank you, because I would have totally sung that right in the wrong key just right away. Yes. So I'll just count, what is it, 3 beats? 1, 2. It was the moon. She saw me sinking down at last, so alone yet still sinking fast, for a love lost in the past. And so the moon whispered wisely with her light that the future could be bright if I just listened to the night. Then she said, you won't find new love down the road until you drop this heavy load, and someone might be waiting just around the bend. So when I see the moon, I always thank her rays of blue, for without her, I would never have found you. And though you say it sounds absurd, that the moon would whisper softly just to me, I know who spoke to me that night. It was the the moon, oh, the moon, the moon, the moon, doo-doo-da.
Go away, moon, don't shine tonight. Go away, moon, just hide your light. The last time we met, you lit up the world like a Christmas tree. I thought it belonged to me. What a fool I turned out to be. So go away, moon, don't tell your lies. Go away, moon, I'm finally wise. She made me fall in love, and then she broke my heart. So don't you start with me tonight. Go away, moon, go away.
It was the moon.
Go away, moon.
She saw me sinking down
Don't
that
shine
night.
tonight.
And so the moon,
Go away, moon.
she whispered wisely
Just
with her
hide
light.
your light.
She said that
Last
there
time we
be
met,
no love
lit up the world
unless
like
I
a
drop
Christmas
this heavy
tree.
load.
I thought it
And
belonged
someone could be
to
waiting
me. What a fool
just around the
I
bend.
turned out to
So
be.
when I see the moon,
Go away, moon.
I always thank her rays.
Don't tell your lies.
For without the moon,
Go away, moon.
I never would have
Finally
found
wise. She made me
And
fall
though you
in
say
love,
it
and
sounds
then
absurd,
she broke
that
my
the moon could whisper just to
So
me.
don't you start me tonight.
I know who spoke to me that night.
Oh, don't you start me tonight.
Yes, I know who spoke to me that night.
Yeah, oh, you're getting my eye.
She showed me the way.
You're telling me lies.
She knew where to go.
Oh, you'll make me fall in love.
She helped me find you.
I don't wanna be fooled again. No, 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 no.
I know, I know. I had to listen to her because she told me. Oh, she told me I'd find you.
Go, go away, moon. It was the moon.
I think it was Bill Cantos talking to me.
Oh, it was the moon.
It was the moon, it was the moon, it was the moon.
It made me fall in
That was great. You should
That is a good play.
you should do more of those songs that don't have saxophone. We're gonna do one more song from each of us. How's that? Bill Cantos, you're up next.
Okay.
And then me, and then Dave. And then we go off into that good night.
Bill, do you still sell CDs?
I've run out. However,
Really?
you can go on. I do. Yes, I have like 3 copies of Love Wins to my name. I have like no copies of Movie in the Night Sky. However,
My last album was a million seller because I have a million of them in my cellar. Thank you very much. Thank you.
I am very happy to announce, however, I'm going to have a new album out kind of around the beginning of September,
When can we download that for free?
sometime in October. But, and we're probably going to press up some copies of the old stuff too, because it just seemed like the right thing to do at that point. If you like the new one, why wouldn't you like some of the other stuff? But it's all out there, so. Do what some other people have done and take some of my songs and make one of those videos with like, you know, pictures of palm trees by hotel pools. Have you seen those? They're like, I mean, I think it's so cool because some person I do not know on the other side of the world like takes your music and then takes sort of stock images of palm trees by hotel pools and makes a video of your
Somebody
song.
did a video of one of my songs, and I like watched maybe the first couple of minutes of it, and then I called my kids over and said, "Hey kid, look at this! Somebody made a video," and then all of a sudden it became really inappropriate.
Well, there's that.
And that's how I met Mark.
All right, this song has audience participation in it. I'm just telling you, warning you now. Right? Right. Right. The horns are in it too. 1, 2. 1, 2. Yeah. Oh, all I need is a little bit of help. I'm tired of doing this all by myself. I've been traveling a long, hard road, carrying a heavy load. Can you hear me? Feels like I'm pushing a train up a hill. Maybe it'll get me there, but I doubt that it will. This little engine could push on through with just a little bit of help from you, yeah. A little boost, a little shove, a little kindness and just a little love. A cup of water for a thirsty man. I don't care, just do what you can. That's right, a little bit. That's right, a little bit. That's right. I need a little bit of help from you, yeah. with lip service. Too many promises just make me nervous. Write my name on your inside track. Don't forget to call me back when I phone you. Your good faith will be rewarded. I'll be just what the doctor ordered. You'd be surprised how much I can do with just a little bit of help from you. Oh, work me in and try me out. Throw me a lifeline, send me a shout. Turn me up to bat, put me to the test. Turn me loose and I'll do the rest. That's right, a little bit. That's right, a little bit. That's right. I need a little bit of help from you. Well, that's right. See, this is exactly the right kind of, that's right. Remember those old records when the band would, that's right, like just burst out in song. They'd go, yeah, kind of off the mic like that.
That's right.
Now you guys get to be kind of part of the band.
That's right.
And that's all you have to do. That's right.
That's right.
But if you really feel like feeling kind of cool,
That's right.
very good about yourself, you can also
That's right.
snap your fingers while you do this.
That's right.
Then let me hear you now.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's right. That's
Take my word, you can use me. Oh, but please don't refuse me. Yes, indeed, I need a little bit of help from you. Oh,
Bill Cantos. I'd like to invite Leslie up to do my last tune of the evening. Are you clapping because she's coming up or because it's my last tune? How about it once again for Lyman Madeiros on bass?
Yeah.
I mean, we're coming up on a 2-hour set here, and he's just been back there holding it all down and standing up and all of that stuff.
It's that second glass of wine that doesn't get you through.
The second show is going to go much quicker, Lyman. This is a song of mine called Rhapsody, which for those of you who have watched over the last couple of years and seen the work I've done with Crystal Lewis, she put out an album called Rhapsody, and I wrote this before that, just so you know. But this is a song I wrote called Rhapsody that I've recorded and released an instrumental version, but never had the lyrics sung. And tonight's the first time I get to hear them sung. And they are, really, it's just using music as an analogy for love. And that's what this song is all about. And this is Leslie Page.
I hear a rhapsody, an old familiar melody that brings to mind a memory of yesterday when I was with you. It's taunting me, I can't escape its harmony. It just won't ever let me be. And so I lie here dreaming of you. Now Nights linger on, and still that old song reveals every hour I spent in your arms. So lost am I inside this lonely reverie. The music leaves me cold and bare. The music leaves me cold and bare. I'm haunted by your rhapsody. Now I'm alone, no love of my own, remembering each day gone by. Nights linger on, and still that old song reveals every hour I spent in your arms. So lost am I inside this lonely reverie. I carry on so helplessly. The music leaves me cold and bare. I'm haunted by your rhapsody.
That's Leslie Page singing her swan song for the night. Thank you, Leslie. Leslie came all the way from Palm Springs just to sing those 3 songs for us tonight. And she needs a ride home. Dave, I think it's you, right? You wrapping it up.
The closer has to be number 2.
Well, there you go. Number two's a good one.
Number 2.
Oh.
We're going to do number 2. I know, you're all so happy about it. Now, this is the title track of my first CD, which is called I Just Want to Get Paid. And unlike Bill, I do have a bunch of them in my car, so if anybody's interested in taking home a CD that you can put on a wall or show to somebody, I I sell them for $10, and I'd be glad if you wanted to get one, and I can sign it so that people won't be able to see the name on the thing. Anyway, this is sort of an anthem for working musicians, but I would like to say, with Tony and with Terence over the years at Steamers, this was never a problem, so I don't want you to think that I'm singing about them. Okay.
Folks, I'm going to let the band know.
Until tonight.
Even though the band is already upset at me, that I got a text saying, can we get an encore, big bonus for the band? So I'm just letting you know, that's what it says.
So we're going to do an encore now.
No, that it's a specific request, so let's do this one.
Anyway, here's I Just Want to Get Paid. Thank you. Well, I'm a sideman musician. I've worked with every kind of band. But after all these years, there's still some things that I can never understand. Like, why do people bother clapping when they've been talking all night long? Why do they have to ask their questions in the middle of a song? But of all these things, the one I truly dread is when band leaders make me haggle just to get my bread. 1, 2, 3, I just want to get paid. You can't predict the deal that we made. I get my money when the gig is complete. But now it's time to write checks, and you're dragging your feet. It's late, and I'm starting to fade, and I just want to get paid. I just want to get paid. I took the gig despite how badly you play. Then you made it your business to keep turning around to give me gems of advice how to work on my sound. I almost walked, but I stayed because I just wanna get paid. Well, I packed my things at the end of the bash, and I've been waiting to hit the street. But when I tracked you down to get my cash, you said, just put your address on this sheet. Oh, no, I just wanna get paid. Your little story just don't make the grade. Your checkbook's at home and there's no cash here, but you've got plenty of dough to pay for all of that beer you've been sucking down like lemonade. And I just wanna get paid. Somebody take it out. And I've been waiting to hit the street. But when I tracked you down to get my cash, you said, just put your address on this sheet. No, I just wanna get paid. Your little story just don't make the grade. Your checkbook's at home and there's no cash here, but you've got plenty of dough to pay for all of that beer you've been sucking down like lemonade. And I just wanna get paid. Well, the gig was so long and the breaks were all short, but now we played the last song, so the ball's in your court. I'm standing here jingling the keys to my car while you rap with some chick At the end of the bar, the club owner hands a stack of 20s to you. But now you need a whole week for his check to go through. And what about that tip we made? I just wanna get paid. You know I love to play my music, even if it has to be with you. I'll give you everything I've got each night, and my demands are very few. Ooh, I like that. Just don't treat your side musicians like some possession that you own. Say the same thing when we're working that you told me on the phone. But still sometimes before the gig I pray. And I've said, Lord, Lord, please just let me get paid. Thank you.
You know it enough? Ladies and gentlemen, that is Dave Tull right there. Bill Cantos over here. The great LYMAN Madeiros on the bass. Mark Vischer on saxophone. And we really did get a request to do this tune, so we're going to just close with this, although I have to read it, and I pulled up a chart on my phone, and I don't have the right glasses to read it down there, so I have to look really close as I'm playing it. B flat, guys. By request, to close off the night, Night Train. Let's see how this goes. None of us on stage wrote this.
But
Had we, we wouldn't be, we'd all be dead. That's, yeah.
There's that.
Ready? Yep. 2, 1, 2, 3. Mark Vischer, Dave Tull, Bill Cantos, Leslie Page. My name is Tony Guerrero. Thank you so much for being with us tonight. We hope you enjoyed yourselves. I hope I didn't cost you too much on extra babysitter fees, but thanks for sticking around. We'll see you really soon.
Time to get yourself all dressed. Time to get your shiny dance shoes on, 'cause everybody's jumping at JAX. All the kids are coming down just to dig the swinging sound. You can hear the band from miles away, 'cause everybody's jumping at JAX. Here's a little well-known secret, sure as there's a sky above.
Nothing could be any sweeter
than dancing with the one you love. When life is like a sour note, here's a happy antidote. Come to where the party never ends, 'cause everybody's jumping at JAX. Thank